Hey everyone. Hey Ty. Dr. Scorpio. How you doing tonight?
I can't complain, man. I can't complain, man. Let's get in this wood together. You feel me? That's all. Let's get in this wood together, man. What you got going?
Not much right now. Just sipping on a little something. Trying a
Okay.
little different type of mood right now.
What you got in your cup? What you got in your cup? What you got in your
Just
cup?
some margaritas. That's all. That's all I had in the
Little,
fridge right now.
little Mike Hardy. Yeah, I feel you. I couldn't make it to the Stone Time. I think I was talking about that earlier, man. I couldn't make it to the Stone Time, so you might not get Mr. Tay Tay tonight.
Oh no.
Man, you might not get Mr. Tay Tay tonight. You know what I'm saying? And we got you know what I'm saying, the family in the building. Trigger, man. What's going on, bro?
Yep.
Oh yeah. I'm back. I'm back on the podcast with
Hi.
Let's
the
go.
family,
Let's
kicking
go.
it, rolled up, you know what I'm saying, pulled up. We
Come
about to
on,
get
man.
into it tonight, man. We about to get into it for sure.
Man, that's what I love
You
to hear.
dig?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tonight
Yes,
after our
indeed.
open mouth. It's open mouth topic. We get to talk about just basically about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful people do come in and they have questions. They could ask us questions. They could go ahead and put on the chat. We'll go ahead and answer them. We got stories. We got questions to each other. We're just gonna have a little bit of fun tonight, right, you guys?
For
That's a
sure.
fact.
All
That's a
right.
fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Hey, so also I wanna real briefly just touch on, we do have a show this week. We have a special guest coming. Um Definitely want y'all to be in tune for that. So make sure y'all come through, show love, ask questions, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what time we on.
That's a fact.
Um,
It's
and that
going
should be
down.
interesting. Yeah, man.
About what you guys were just talking about. I mean, might as well talk about it now.
You know your brain worked just like mine, because that's exactly what I was going to say. Because this shit just interesting to me, man. Just the sex scandal shit in general is always interesting. But as a recent, man, this Remy Ma shit, bro.
Mm.
Man, Remy Ma shit, bro. You know what, Trigger, bro? You
What's
was
up?
going, you was going into how you felt about the demo, like what you thought about it, bro. You didn't get a
Right.
chance to really elaborate, bro. Like, so what was you saying exactly, bro?
I mean, basically, I feel like I'm half and half on it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I understand battle rap, but I also, got a respect for, people union and a marriage. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I would
Mm-hmm.
say, if you had to ask me, I would say Remy Ma is more into the battle rap. She come from like the battle rap scene. That's what she loved to do. She came to the back to the battle rap scene and wanted to do her own shit. She signed him. I guess they both signed him to whatever battle rap contract they put him on or whatever. So she doing her part. And she trying to win at this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm
Right.
pretty sure her and Papoose then had this conversation. You know what I'm saying? How we gonna go about this? What people gonna think? And I'm just looking at how she react. The way she's reacting, she's too calm for me, which lets me know she already know what she's doing. And I mean, controversy sells. This is maybe like something real. Like some people be like, "Whoa, this too far." But battle rap go like that. You know what I'm saying? They go overboard like that. And I understand if Papoose couldn't be here for this last battle because he already knew how it was gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't know if Easy to Block won, but controversy wise, you know, it got everybody talking.
Right.
It does.
That's a fucking fact, bro. Yeah, because I see exactly where you're coming from with the game. I feel like.
And if I had to
Go ahead,
add,
go ahead.
I don't even like I know it ain't true. This the thing, I
Mhm.
know it ain't true. This rumor been going on for about 2-3 months. You know, I don't know
Yeah.
why it take for my boy, which I feel like he is the top battle rapper right now, Geechee Gotti. You know what I'm saying? I hate it had to take for him to do the battle rap and make it seem believable for people to, you know what I'm saying, for the goddamn media to take the clips and, you know, start making titles like, oh, it happened for real since Geechee Gotti said it to her face and all this shit. Like, come on, man. That shit wasn't even phasing Remy Ma. They asked
You
her
know,
after, you know, she was like, I mean, you know, it's
it is
better.
what it is type shit. Yeah, yeah. She was like, it is what it is. I ain't finna bitch about it. I see where you going, and I think Loaded didn't say that. Bro had said that. He was saying the same type shit. Like he might think this is a play move. Now, mind you, this could be a play move. Couldn't be a play move. But my thing is this: the only pushback I got for that, only pushback, and it's still kind of like I don't know, cause this shit makes sense, but it doesn't, right? So here's the thing, right? When has Papoose ever been in the publicity? Like tabloids, anything. When Papoose ever been like that?
I can't really remember like that. Not really at all.
Never. He's not a
Been pretty
publicity
low
guy.
key.
He's
Yeah.
not a publicity. He's not a social media guy. He's not a tabloid guy. He's not a
Right.
he's not even really like a controversial fake, clout move type of guy. He's not on none of that shit. So
Right.
once he said that shit, I thought I was like, but it's like Papoose wouldn't go along with that, especially to put their marriage in the middle of that. Nah, that's to even play with that. I feel like Papoose got too much integrity for that shit. He'll just say no to the bag and go get the bag somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he's that type of dude.
But
That's
you got to
why
take into your wife's account. Your wife loves this. Your wife
True.
understands this.
It's true.
Y'all got to come to a
Right.
compromise. Are we gonna get this bag, baby, right here where I want to get it? You know what I'm saying? This is gonna help our shit out. This is
Yeah.
our artist. You know, you already know how she told him. You already know how Geechee Gotti gonna come. Geechee Gotti gonna say it anyway. Whether he like it or not, ain't nothing gonna stop Geechee Gotti from saying this shit, whether it's right or wrong, or it's true or false. They
That's
go
why I was fucking with him.
over the line with this battle rap shit.
They do, but this is okay.
I'm trying to win. I'm gonna say, hell yeah, you fucked him. You did this to your husband and shit. He held you down. Where he at now? All that shit gonna go good in the battle rap, and he used it all, and it made it sound believable. You know, they both did. But you know, this is her shit. This is what she want to do. You know, like it ain't affecting their marriage. Their marriage is solid, bro. He held her down through prison, bro. They not
all of this before it happened.
This battle rap is not gonna make me believe that shit really happened, because I know what battle rap is, man.
Yeah, you right, bro.
And some people, and on the other side, I am with me personally, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with my marriage like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not using this. You know,
I would feel like, yeah. Personally, I just don't. I know what you're saying, bro, because it's a fact.
Get the bag, man.
Get the bag. That's why Remy. To be real with you, if you look at Remy while he's saying that shit, she's uncomfortable as hell. You know what I'm saying? And by the time when he got to the end of it, was like, "Hey, Papoose, this is how you talk to your bitch." When he said that, she was like, "Damn." Like her face was like, she had to shut up and take it. Like
it was a good test. It was a good test. She passed the test, man. She could stand in there like the other light skinned chick. The other light skinned chick, she take a lot of heat. She be right there beside the I don't know if that's URL or whatever, but I don't know her name, Red or something. They be getting at her like you gotta just take it, man. It's part of the battle rap, but
part of the game. That's part of yeah.
That's their artist too. So she gotta go out and do promo with them. They got them out eating somewhere. They talking business, man. That's her artist. They signed that dude.
I see it, bro. You damn near. I definitely see that shit, bro.
It's
But I
battle
feel
rap.
like,
That's what people don't like about battle
but
rap, man,
why
because
not?
it get like that.
But my thing is this, right? But why not just make him? Why not just start a beef with Geechee Gotti then?
Who?
And make it controversial. The easy.
Who?
Why not take easy? You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
nah. This is more
And
juicier. That's more juicy. Ain't
it
that
is
right,
more juicy. It
Professor?
is.
This is more
It is.
juicier.
It
You know what
is.
I'm saying?
I
Where
can't.
that nigga at? He ain't even here. Ooh, I'm gonna add that in there too. I know he ain't gonna show up. I can
Yeah.
throw that in there.
I hear you, man, and I kind of do see that. I just don't see Papoose going with it. But if he really went through with this shit, it was really surprised me, bro.
He
I'm not even
definitely
gonna
went
lie.
through with that shit.
Mm,
You
damn,
know what I'm saying?
that's
She got to get
crazy.
that bag. They making money that night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How new was the platform too? The Chrome 23 shit. How new was that?
It's kind of new. It's kind of new. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of new.
Was that their first? Was that the first battle?
I don't know. I,
Because I
I don't know
definitely
if that was
see
the
it on
first
the
battle
Facebook.
signed under him being signed to them. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
And I guess to be real,
they trying to come up out here, man. They got a
yeah,
lot
and
of traction.
I guess you got a point, bro. I guess you got a point. Shit is
I'm gonna
crazy though.
support I'm gonna support they shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support Remy Ma and Papoose and they battle league or whatever it is. And you know, if this the lane they want to go to try to goddamn make that shit pop, she did look uncomfortable though. Head was down, a couple of them bars was hitting. They was hitting, boy. Shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we gotta see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, but it could be either way, like you say. Maybe it's something that we're really shocked. That Papoose will be probably behind it too.
Hey man, he might be behind it, be like, hey, I can't be here. I'm not gonna be there for that shit, but that's on you. This is what you want to do.
Right.
You gonna face the heat,
Right.
not me. And
Exactly.
she's
Oh,
willing to face
But
the heat. So that's what she doing. He
okay.
letting her face that heat because that's what she want to do. I'm not gonna be there,
right.
but
Right.
you gonna take that heat. I ain't
That's
doing no
a
interviews, none of that shit. You gonna handle all
Of
of
course,
that.
if that's what she wants.
And she was like, all right, that check gonna hit the, you know what I'm saying, account. Bop, bop, bop.
I'm loving
We
it.
moving on. But a lot of people don't agree with that shit. Like Loaded Lux, he wasn't agreeing with that shit. Loaded Lux wasn't feeling that shit.
Right. I don't know, bro. Like, I agree with what you're saying, and I see your point. Now, what y'all think about this Jeezy divorce situation to the Gina May girl?
I mean, I mean, it's not surprising.
It's not surprising.
Yeah,
Who
they
was
totally two different people, man.
who was? I was talking to somebody. Who the fuck was I talking to, bro?
Two totally different cultures.
I
But
was talking. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, shit, like, I mean, I
Yeah. I
guess
hear
they
you.
had some differences. They said they had the word
It
was they got some differences on culturally or something like that on raising their kid or something. I don't know.
could make sense. I Jeezy, this is my thing. Jeezy, you knew that. Okay?
Hey, but they say it's a picture floating out today. He was just on something on TV. That boy still rocking that wedding ring though.
Oh
After
I
shit!
think
filing, they caught him with that wedding ring still on.
I think maybe look. I mean, cause of look.
I don't know what that means.
When I seen this shit, I see you brought up a really great point. The cultural shit. You know what I'm saying? So culturally, I understand that. Then it's like not just culturally. I was talking to somebody, and I just can't remember who I was talking to, but they said, "Man, that bitch just don't shut the fuck up." And I was
Yeah.
like, okay. And he was like, nah, the bitch just don't. He ain't trying to hear that shit. Oh, it's the homie. He was like, yeah, he ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like the bitch, and I was like, well, the bitch talk for a living. He was like, exactly. And I'm like, oh, but that was his point, and I was thinking like maybe he didn't like a lot of stuff that was said. Like she did say the white dude shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe he didn't like
Yeah.
that.
I heard that, and I also heard too, like they say he a very private person. Like they
Right,
say,
right.
she's very family oriented. So she always got family over the house. A couple people come over. Next thing you know, it's like 50 people over, and she do that shit on the regular because she just used to having her family.
That's how
And
they
then
move.
her brother
That's
done
how they
moved
move.
in. Her brother done moved in the mansion with them. So you like he, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't used. He want to have his private time, and she's more family oriented. She always around her family. So they say he probably got a problem with that. They always being at the house, and but I don't know, man.
I get it. I mean,
Don't tell him, man.
I get it. I would, I would look at it like, I don't know. To be honest, I wasn't just going off because I deal with people, every day, so I do know the cultural aspect. It's definitely a culture barrier. Yeah, it's just a thing with certain people that's not from America. It's what it is. So they don't. Yeah, I mean, but not.
And it's a baby involved now, right?
And it's a baby involved.
Right, that is a baby.
It's a baby involved. And I just didn't want specific. I just didn't want to be specific about which group, because like I'm not talking about Hispanics at all, because we all, you know what I'm saying, black and brown type shit, what they say, but I ain't black. But the whole thing for me is because I don't want to get specific on the group, but it's just the differences there. Obviously, you see who we talking about. Like they don't really they just don't know how to really deal with certain shit culturally we don't either, because he probably didn't want to deal with shit they might have been doing.
Right.
Gigi struck me as a person that still is like a Christian. You know what I'm saying? So they, some of them are on that, but they ain't on that either. They ain't living like that from a spiritual sense. Like they on some other shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So they dealing with different shit, which is dope. I mean, I fuck with all of it, but he probably don't. So that was probably a problem there. But he probably got past that because he probably on some elevated type shit too, to a degree.
Right.
So maybe they got past that. Then it might have been some other shit that came. So it was like so many different things that I thought about that I was like, damn, maybe it just was like the thing was what I heard was it was reconcilable differences or whatever. How you say that shit? Or whatever the fuck. So it's like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that painted the picture like maybe Jeezy, maybe they was cheating on each other. But I was like, maybe they weren't cheating on each other.
Right. Well,
What you think? I don't know.
I mean, it's nothing more. I don't think it's cheating, but it could have been because she said something about. Well, she kind of knew who he was before they got married, so there had to be something where she thought maybe it was gonna stop once they got married or have a child too. And
Oh, she was gonna be able to change him.
yeah,
And they say he'd say she worked out in California too with what's the dude from Saved by the Bell? She got a show with the Slater dude, AC Slater.
yeah.
And they in different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that
Oh,
might
they
play
in
a
different
part.
situations. What?
And she actually talked about her stuff, and I guess that was one of his problems. He didn't like that she talked too much about the relationship on the show.
Oh,
I don't know.
that is.
I mean,
Makes
they weren't together that long. That's the thing, 2 years.
sometimes all it takes.
So she was really trying to change him or something, Or
Didn't Eminem get remarried one time for like 8 months to
I don't
Kim?
know.
It was like a year. He was like, no. I think it was shorter than that. He was like, yeah. So sometimes that's all it takes. He was like, nah, I ain't doing this again. Or whatever.
maybe once they got married, it would actually show really who they really are, as people,
Of course.
But,
Of course. Salute to, what I'm saying, them guys, though.
That's a fact.
No.
That's a fact.
oh, like, what's the name? Kanye and what's his wife's name now?
Bianca, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, Bianca.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Where he got a blowjob in the boat while he was in Italy.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, you talking about Kanye?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mhm.
Kanye
Salute to you.
said he wanted his dick sucked right now, baby. Come on.
I
baby.
feel like that was. You know what? Oh, man. I had the most fun, bro. I had the most hilarious conversation with somebody, bro. Another artist from here. Actually, his name's Trizzy the Trey. Salute to him, bro. Salute to what he got going on too, man. But I ended up having a conversation with him one day. Me and him was chopping it up about the Ye shit, and it was like this shit had actually came up. I think it was an academics video. You know how silly that nigga is. So he being silly talking about the Kanye shit. It comes on. I'm like, oh yeah, you see this shit? He said, yeah. I was like, so what you think about it? He was like, man, it's kind of whatever. I was like, yeah. I mean, I wonder how was this real or was this like a stunt? You know what I'm saying?
Like stage, just so they could get
Yeah, I was wondering was it real or a stunt because that's how this shit be working. So I was like, damn. I don't know what to think about it. And I was like, sometimes I be worried about Ye, man. I don't be knowing what's going on sometimes. And then he was like,
the thing is that they were doing it, so they were gonna get some kind of
That's
attention. It was Kanye. You don't think they're gonna get
you
it?
kind of responded like him. Guess what? He was like, what? Why? He was like, what you mean? I'm like, I mean, well, and I pulled up the picture. You seen the picture? He had the shoulder pads in with the blue socks on.
Yeah. What that boy got going on?
I don't know if he was recording something.
Yeah, something.
He was probably
something.
he probably was recording something that day or something. He did a video. He did something, and he just was he just stayed in character or whatever.
Yeah.
But what was funny was when I pulled up the picture, we both fell out laughing and shit. And he was like, "Yeah, bro, that shit funny." And then it was like, I started thinking, why don't we see people around Kanye no more? Why we don't see people around him? Like when he, what was this? What was this? Like I guess more like when the divorce was fresh with him and Kim. Something that happened recently where, oh, you know what? Scratch that. Not when the divorce happened. After the whole situation happened where they was trying to cancel him for the bullshits. And after that whole situation, he was saying how people wasn't really around him. And people
Right.
like after everything started to subside, all the negative backlash on him kind of started to subside a little bit.
Right.
They start saying how he just kind of moving solo a little bit. And I was thinking like, okay, like
I believe that.
yeah, and I was like, once we got to this point of conversation, that thought came back to my head. I was like, yeah, why would people be around him? And I was like, oh, this is why people don't want to be around him. I was like, oh, and I was like, we looking at the picture and shit, and he was like, yeah, bro, because ain't nobody finna support that shit, man. And as simple as that shit sounded, it made me fall out laughing, bro, because it was like the truth and like unraveling the whole thing at the same. I don't know how to make that make sense, but and at the same time, funny because the way the conversation was going, so it made it even more funny. I laughed so hard that shit. I was like, damn, bro, this shit is fucking crazy. Ain't nobody trying to get. They like, why is bro on shoulder pads?
Yeah,
Why
man.
bro got no shoes on? You know what I'm saying? And to a degree, of course, like I understand why he's doing what he's doing, but some people just ain't into that.
The wife doing it. The wife is doing it too now.
Cause she in my whole thing, and also, bro, I mean, if I don't know who be watching shit for Ye and telling him to look at it, if it's important enough or something or whatever the fuck. But like, if I was to say anything to Ye, bro, I'd be just like, bro, just be careful, man, with these women selections, bro. Because the picture itself, to me, personally, it looks like 10 years from now, it could be Surviving Kanye or some shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, from the flip side, like, I didn't want to do that. He forced me to do this and he humiliated me. My life was so horrible. No one knew.
You right.
Well,
I
that's
don't know.
what they're saying about
The picture
right now.
From the picture itself, she looks like completely embarrassed. I'm not even gonna lie. But looks can be deceiving. So this is just all from where I'm sitting. So I see that, I'm like, please be careful, man, with what you're doing, bro, because they can't be really trusted, man, and you know that. So, but I don't know.
I wonder if he gonna, you know what I'm saying, if he gonna get her pregnant, man. It's gonna be another baby mama, like, how long this is wife, right?
That's Ye business. Ye don't.
Yeah,
he married. Hey, man, I wouldn't be surprised if a baby show up next year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he could have a bun enough. I just feel like he already got enough kids, but sometimes a lot of people, when you rich like that, man, you just have kids. You don't even give a fuck because you know the kid gonna be
You
straight.
know,
Yeah, it's nothing to think about. It's nothing to prevent or anything, unless you just really don't want a kid. Like they be just fucking. It's whatever. Yeah, like Thug got like 7, 8 kids. He had a lot of these kids. He had real bread though. But a lot of niggas got 5, 6 kids and shit. And you don't even really know like that. You know, but it is what it is, man. Shit.
But shit,
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
just right. Shit.
the blowjob.
Funny as hell, bro. The picture, everything Ye been doing.
Come on, she gave him a blowjob. What's wrong with that? That's her man. That's her husband.
Hey man, I wonder if they
Man,
really
that boy
got
knew what he
caught.
was doing.
That's what
Nah,
I'm like. Did they
man,
really get
that boy
caught?
knew what he was doing, man.
Of course, he knew what he was doing.
Hey,
he knew what he was
Hey,
doing.
and why
He
under,
knew that
why under the
told
mask
her,
he look
"Hey,
like he's smiling?
That
Why he look like he's smiling under the mask?
boy right there.
Crazy ass man, dude. Come on, man. Crazy ass story. Your kids will be like, so what the fuck happened here, man?
Oh, I
They
know.
gonna
The
ask
kids
me
will
like,
be
so what
pissed.
happened here, pops? You gonna be like,
He's like, what happened here,
you gonna have to
Daddy?
explain this. They so big, they gonna ask that shit now. They
Well,
so
yeah,
in
they
tune
ask him
with
right
shit. They
now.
ask him. I'm sure they. I can only imagine the shit Ye go through with his kids, bro. I can.
Okay, but see, that's the thing nowadays, though. Come on. Nowadays, you have OnlyFans, you have celebrities doing whatever they want. I mean, they're exposing sex all over. And you don't think, especially like if you're an OnlyFans, you don't think your kids is going to see that. You don't think maybe your kids' classmates will see that. There's been stories about that where it has gone wrong, where it has affected the child.
Yeah, it can
Right.
affect the
I
child, but
mean,
that's what you gotta really, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, I don't know if it's the right way to let your, you know what I'm saying, ease your kid into this or something like that, or you can't shield them from when they go to school, but you can probably
Right.
prepare them. But I don't know
Mhm.
how early, you know what I'm saying, that takes place or whatever. So they can know
Well, that's
what the, you know what I'm saying. If somebody asks them or try to joke with them about, yeah, I seen your mama da this, you know, how
Right.
you respond and how you,
Right.
hey,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's so
interesting. And
difficult to act with,
it's
Yeah,
just
anybody could go ahead and do that. And they're gonna say, "Oh, I saw your mama OnlyFans or Pornhub."
this
yeah,
is
he
where I
gotta
would
know how
love
to
to
handle
see.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
If you knew how to handle that, this is what my mama told me about. They were gonna ask me this, so you already know what to say. If it's gonna be and so what, you know what I'm saying? Or she got money, your mama don't. Yeah, you gotta. I
Mhm.
don't know what
And if she
age.
gets paid,
These
Yeah,
kids,
right.
shit. He probably say that
Right.
a kid probably say that to him in goddamn kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? As young as these kids be knowing shit, ain't no telling what
Yep.
age they'll find that out. So. You might be
so
in
that's what I'm
class
saying.
doing math and shit, then you know what I'm saying. You get into it, one of the little kids and shit. Yeah,
And
they
that
want to
turned
bring
into
the
something.
phone to school, show everybody laughing and shit.
I'm sure they probably in private. Yeah, but still, it's anything can be anything can happen. My thing is like, that's why I'm like, I don't know, like. It is what it is. When you have an OnlyFans and shit, and you have a kid and shit, I mean, the doxing shit is real. So you got to be really prepared for that kind of bullshit. When you doing something that I don't know how to explain that. When you in a certain lifestyle like that, you need to make sure certain information just ain't out there about you. You know what I'm saying?
But it's all over. That's the thing.
It's all over.
Gonna be all.
So experienced people. That means you would have to piss somebody off for real, somewhere, whatever. But experienced people obviously can come into some situation and figure some shit out. Like I sent you that one video where the nigga found out this nigga took a picture on the airplane in the air, out the window of the airplane. The nigga said, "Find out where I'm at" or something. The nigga said, "All right, cool." So then he literally found out what seat the nigga was sitting in, the plane number he was on, where he was going, what time he was in the air, where was he at, like location wise, where he was at, like there. And he was like, "You was right here. This is where this was. You had like an hour left in your flight." And your name, and he's like, "In your name, well, I can't tell you. I'm not gonna say your name." And niggas was like, "What?" I'm like, okay. So that video was like niggas know everything if they wanted to. Which, to be honest with you, I think I know how he did it, but that's irrelevant. But the whole point I'm saying is like, if you doing something where you like are living a certain lifestyle, there are people like that will do that.
Fact.
There are
You
people that will
really have to
just do
prepare.
stuff like that for no
You
reason.
gotta prepare.
Yeah, and low key sell your information to somebody and be like, "Hey, I know where this person live, but you gotta pay me. I know this, that, and the third, but you gotta literally." That's what happens. So it's like, also, that's why you gotta be understand this. Why the fuck do all these celebrity houses always get robbed
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time?
Yeah.
And the thing be, because I understand how you could have another rich neighbor, but also a rich neighbor with young kids that's involved in all type of shit that goes on in the culture. So they could find out where a nigga live because they live in this. They have that advantage to be somewhere rich where rich people is for real, and they could know this nigga live over here. Like who was just telling that story? Big Folks was just telling that story where he was talking about when he was in Miami or whatever the fuck, or was it Florida? He was in Florida or something, and it was like, yeah, that's T-Pain crib over there. And they just know that's T-Pain crib, and that's just one of his cribs. He be there all the time. Like, but you know, niggas have multiple crib, but that's the whole point though. They know that's T-Pain crib over there, or whatever. So you got people over there that's living like that might set some shit up. Just we gonna rob that house, but at the same time, it's like, why do these niggas' houses always get robbed? Everybody don't live in the same place. You know what I'm saying? Niggas' information be getting picked up some type of way. So my whole point is, if you are getting clout too from fucking online and doing whatever OnlyFans, whatever the fuck you doing, you should automatically know it's gonna be some crazy ass obsessed weird nigga that's trying to
Right.
press you.
You can have those people that are gonna
They
go
gonna be on
really
that.
like be fascinated with
You
you.
got to know that from jump. You know what I'm saying?
You know that all the rest is gonna be not just people that's gonna be there. They're gonna stalk you. They're gonna find out. You know, they're gonna be
Right.
obsessed with you. And then with that, you know, you have to deal with again if you have children, how's that gonna affect? Or even if you had a 9 to 5 job, how is that gonna affect? You know, it's like everybody
Right.
gets to find out your life, and that's what you're gonna have to realize that when you get on OnlyFans or any other type of platforms like
Right.
that, that risk to it.
Mhm.
It's not just about you now. If it's just you and you don't care and you don't have no other job and that's it, then fine.
Right.
Nobody should judge. I mean, they're gonna judge no matter what, but who cares?
Right.
You're making money. But now it's something different. Now you're involved in other things.
Right. Right. And I agree. Because my thing is, I feel like people ain't living, you know what I'm saying, in certain places that are just so dangerous that this shit happens. This shit is just bound to happen if your information is somewhere that niggas can have access to it.
But yeah, but that's just about anything. You
That's
know, anybody can go ahead and have
even,
access to
I mean,
it.
because like even for a kid to know that this kid's mom has an OnlyFans, you get what I'm saying?
But
That's a little.
how will he
How would
find
you
out,
know?
you
How
know?
do you know this type of shit? So that's again,
It could be coming from his own dad or, you know,
if
whatever.
it's just so out there, then yeah. But like, if you know that you would have to really be into somebody's info to know somebody's mom or sister or some shit doing OnlyFans. Like, he's not a walking advertisement for that shit. How would they know that shit? You know what I'm saying? But there is people that
They
will
can
do,
now
yeah.
and they'll
So I think if you're gonna do that, you got to be prepared and try to limit all of your information. Because I mean, but I just say that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be hard. I wouldn't do it because it'll be so hard for me to explain to my children, you know, why I have to do this or whatever. It's fine, you know,
Right.
but that's my choice. I wouldn't do that. It will be just hard to explain to your children and whoever else you have to basically explain. It's like, why do you have to even explain? Maybe to your children, yes, you owe them that, but to anybody else, no.
Of course.
What does it matter?
Yeah, shit is crazy. It do hit different, you know.
What?
Hey, but I seen a lot of shit that was happening. You know what I'm saying, with the whole the
What's
kid,
up?
just the kid thing where you know, I don't know how real this is, but I forgot what they was saying, how you know Kanye's kids be going live and shit a lot and doing whatever, and it's the same thing here. They was talking about some little kid that I think it's like her cousin or something. He was like, you got to make sure you keep her, oh, you know, make sure she doesn't say certain stuff on live because it's people that'll be listening and try to do stuff, you know, whatever. And I thought about that shit, like, why is she that deep in that shit in the first place?
Right.
You know what I'm
Hey
saying? To the
man,
point where you got to consider what you know, I'm like, damn, shit crazy. They do it different.
social media,
But
man.
that's, you know, that's bro situation. It's social media shit.
Social
And they keep them occupied. You know, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? That hey, but it could if it ain't got no time, you don't cut it off, they will get addicted for sure.
All the answer.
they do. That's one thing they do.
And you know that's punishment now. You know what I'm saying? Taking that shit
Yeah.
away, that's punishment now.
Oh yeah,
That shit hurt, boy.
It used to
not
be,
about
yeah, it used to be you can't go outside. Now it's I'm gonna take your fucking phone from you. That's
right.
you can't
Take
play the
the
game or
phone.
something.
hmm
Now it's, you know what I'm saying, no Balenciagas or some shit. You're like, what? You're like, what the hell?
Well, this crazy.
And that's what kids get now.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm just being real.
I
But
mean, you
how
know,
like you said, Jazz. I just you obviously said the most obvious answer. Like I'm not finna put myself out there like that. Like everybody was saying shit.
yeah,
But
that's my choice. For different reasons.
yeah,
I'm not gonna. There's certain things that I might have to explain to my kids, but I don't want to go ahead and do that and explain it to them. You know, um, the way it is now in schools, kids will go ahead and find reasons to go ahead and bully another kid. They'll find anything.
uh,
And that's the way it is right now. So why would I give them reason to try to even bully my kids or, just give them a hard time about what I'm doing? And it's not just that. I wouldn't do it because of my job and other things. It's just something that I wouldn't do. Now, everybody else, they should just know that this are the consequences that might happen. It's going to affect your kids. It's going to affect other people that know you,
mhm, mhm.
and that's what you have to prepare for.
Yeah, that is crazy. It's a big, yeah, it's a big thought process. Like
Yeah.
knowing that somebody may whatever know you and then try to or something, or just be
That's
like, hey, you know your daughter doing this. You know your,
Right.
you know your son did. You know
Right. What
type
if you
shit.
find out that your kid is doing it? Then what? It's still going to affect you.
right.
Right.
Wonder what's going to be like where other people might think it's like, oh, okay, so your kid do OnlyFans.
Right. So, and then people probably be looking at that like, wow, like you know, my kid,
Yeah.
da da da. Which it is bad, but it's at the same time I be feeling like I don't know, man. I don't even know. I don't even want to think about having to. That shit is crazy. For a parent to have to deal with that to a degree is a little crazy. But you still have to respect the niggas. You know, whoever the nigga is. Like, hey, this your choice.
Because
Yeah.
what if you have, what if you're the one that's doing OnlyFans and you get threats? I mean, a lot of them do get threats, like from
Mm-hmm.
husbands that have bought their content or whatever, their wives, their wife will hit them up and
Mm-hmm.
like be mad at them. Why are you mad at me?
Mm-hmm.
Your husband is the one that bought the content.
Mm-hmm. I seen the
Why is
story about it was a pastor, bro. This
yeah,
nigga, I guess he hit up this crazy. This nigga hit up another nigga that was doing content on OnlyFans
Mhm.
and said he
really?
wanted to link up or something. I don't know. He wanted to talk or something. So the nigga talked with him and shit. And he was like, okay, if I do anything with you, bro, it's gonna be on OnlyFans unless you pay me for it, and then I won't upload it nowhere. And then if you don't pay me and you just say it's whatever, I just make the content, then I'll release it. at some point whenever I just feel like releasing it, unless you
Right.
pay me for it. And dude said, okay, cool. So this nigga ends up doing this shit with the nigga, bro. The pastor. Somebody sees this shit. This is a sidebar. How did y'all see this shit? You feel what I'm saying? Like, who was watching this
Right.
and sent it to somebody? Nobody want to talk about that part because this is supposed to be a Christian, all this other stuff, right? How'd you run across this, gang? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people doing
I'm
OnlyFans.
sure the pastor Sunday mass.
How'd you run across it?
Dead.
That's the
They're right there trying to say prayers while they're passing it along to their fellow people. And
just let me know how you read across it.
that's how you
I
do
don't
it.
know. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know, cause then the whole thing is gonna unravel from there, cause that's the whole thing. But somebody from the church or something sees the shit and sends it to his wife and shit, or his kids or something.
Oh shit.
I mean, you know, all church folk ain't, you know, I mean, they ain't fully saved now.
That's a whole fact too, bro. That's a sidebar. But I'm just like, what's going on there to where you ran across?
Yeah,
Where
man.
was you at? Yeah, where was you at? You ran across this specific video too at that. And it's like, oh, I know this nigga. Sent it to these niggas. That's wild. It must have been, I don't know, man. But that, I don't know. Hey, if somebody had to, I don't know. That's a weird demo. But like, that's the situation where the kids is affected by that shit, bro.
Facts.
And they in a situation where they don't really, like how I say this shit, they don't really have a chance to really even react to the shit properly. It's literally, it's all out there from the jump. It's just all out there. They just gotta accept what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That shit is fucked up, bro.
I think they're gonna be all right though. I really think Kanye West kids gonna be all right.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like Kanye,
Yeah.
you know, he fighting, he doing as much as he can. He fighting, he trying. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I see a lot of pictures nowadays with him at the games or whatever. I don't know if somebody playing sports or whatever, but
Oh, yeah,
he be chilling with one of them a lot.
his kids, so that's
Yeah.
different.
I agree.
Gotta explain about that picture.
Now, if he was trying to stay away, then that'd be a different story. But you know, he fighting and stuff. I see him, so you know, he was fighting for them not to be on TikTok and all that shit. So
yeah, I agree. They don't need to be on that. They do not need to be on that. But I do get it though. I get it from both angles. So even her putting her on there, she wants her to live the life she's supposed to live. She's a celebrity child, which makes her a celebrity. So she has to have influencers. She has to create a lane for her to go into when it's time for her to take her own lane for real. Even though she could just, you know, go to college or something, just be some normal shit. But like, give her the opportunity to understand like what's going on, and teach her like even if she doesn't want to be a celebrity, she might as well be a celebrity because she's like by default a celebrity. Yeah. So why not create a lane for you to make money eventually? You're gonna be able to take care of yourself. You won't have to live off us. You'll be able to say, oh, this is my lane. It's been created for me. I can just go right into it. Be an influencer. I can make music, or I could sell makeup. I could do all these other things. Like all she has to understand all that and really take it in. That's the life they all living. So why not? You know? So that's why I see where Kim is at with it. And then of course Ye obviously wants to just limit things from happening. He wants to protect it. So I get both sides for sure.
right.
And you know, I feel like both ain't really wrong. You know what I'm saying? They just gotta be real. Come to compromise. Like the Nick, what's the weird nigga that came around? The Pete nigga?
Oh
yeah, the Pete nigga. When
Pete
that was completely foul. I felt that was foul.
Hey man, you know, Hollywood is crazy, man.
It is. You
But again, if we talking about Remy Ma Papoose pulling the stunt, Kim and Ye ain't pulling no stunts. You know what I'm saying? They had a few demos.
Man, yeah, they had a few moments, man.
They had a few demos. Even
crazy.
Even the remember when he was walking down the street and he hit his head on the sign? They was talking about, oh, we love you too, baby. What's up, baby?
That boy walking with his head down.
if
Just,
that boy was
bah!
walking with his head down, they was saying that wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, legit. So it's hard to really, it's
I'll be
hard to deal with the
surprised,
shit, bro.
man.
I ain't
I'll
really.
be that'll be what's up. If that was fake right there, hats
I,
off, bro.
bro, I'm gonna be real, right? On some real, industry wise, I, you know, I'm with an indie label right now. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So stuff I be learning about certain stuff be, crazy sometimes. Like I remember some years ago, I had a partner in the industry. He was telling me about the situation. Okay, you remember the situation with 50 where the nigga was at the he was having dinner or something. He was sitting having dinner with this girl, something supposedly. And then this nigga came up and was like, "Hey, gang, what's up?" He was like, "Hey, what's up?" He was like, "Hey, let me rap for you real quick." And he was like, "Man, I'm having dinner, bro. Like, what you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that situation? And I think the nigga was like, I don't know, Mexican or something. I don't know. But yeah, it just some kid. I don't know, some dude. Like he could have
Mm.
been like Indian or something. I don't know. Nah, it probably was Hispanic. But who cares? I don't remember the nigga that did it supposedly. But they was saying he was at dinner with the girl. He tried to come give him a CD and rap and shit. And he was like, "Bro, I'm not. Come on, man. You see me out right now? Like, you serious?" He's like, "I had to tell a
Oh,
little
I
bit
know what you're
about
talking about. I know what you're talking about. It was outside though, wasn't he?
it outside or
It was
something." Yeah,
standing up, and he was with his girl. 50 had a girl with him though. A bad thing with him.
yeah.
It
They
was
was finna have
outside.
some food. Yeah, they was finna get some food or something.
Right. I remember
And
that.
then that shit supposed to happen, right? That
Right. Dude
shit,
stood his ground though. Dude tried to stand his ground and shit. Like he wasn't trying to get up out of there.
or I, that shit was damn near staged, gang.
I can
And
I can kind of see that too. Damn.
and I'm going somewhere because it's a term. What is it called? Something marketing. It's a literal thing. Okay, this the Cam Coldheart nigga situation, right?
Mhm.
With the baby.
Right.
What you know what I'm saying? He came
Right.
out and said the shit was fake. You know what I'm saying? They get
Uh,
situated. They they're like marketing companies to a degree that they put demos together like that for you, and then they you pay them for the service, and then they completely organize a stunt to get publicity for you.
You pay
It's
them
a
for
real
the
thing.
service. Okay.
Yeah, it's a real thing. That's why you gotta ask yourself like, okay, with the Cam nigga, where'd they find this nigga? You know what I mean?
me
Where'd they
personally,
find him,
I really don't think that was staged. That right there at the mall, that shit was staged.
bro?
That wasn't the stage.
Bro,
I know
let me
what he
say this.
said after the fact. Like, that's just how he was talking with this shit. Like, yeah. But that at that
Do you
time,
know? Do you know him from like? Do you know him from any? Because I know he from Charlotte too, right, or something like that, ain't it?
definitely a rapper from Charlotte who been putting it
Yeah.
down on the local scene for years. You can check out a lot of his videos. They
Okay.
still up. You know what I'm saying? A little scrappy, all that. He just a person that, know what I'm saying, know the history of the Charlotte music scene. Cam, I'm talking about Cam. He know the
Mm-hmm.
whole music scene. You know what I'm saying? So I think the baby outsmarted him in the mall by
Mm-hmm.
putting up the footage first, being able to put the thing together and put it up before Cam even got to put the video up. So Cam got to do damage on the video because the baby put it out first, which made it look like, you know what I'm saying, I knocked him out, da 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 da, whichever how it went down. I know it was more people than the baby there. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't at the mall by himself. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And, he definitely got pummeled by more than one person, and that's just what the baby's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the baby was not at the mall by himself. You know what I'm saying? Security got on his ass. That's what that was. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the baby was able to put the video up first and say, goddamn, look at him. Da 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 da. I put him, you know what I'm saying? I knocked him out. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's all that right there that can be marketing, and I say the baby outsmarted him on that.
So I have a question.
What it do?
Since you two are artists, have you guys ever fucked in the studio?
Whoa. right into it, right? I mean, goddamn, it
Why
is
not?
podcast, but damn, I mean, that
Well,
was
no, because you guys were saying talk about the studio. It's like, well, I want to know.
all right. Say the question again. Say the question again.
I said, have you ever fucked in the studio? Are you quiet
What
now?
Tago? What Tago? What
I
what
don't know where
Dr.
you went. You were there.
Hey, check this out. That's nothing, of course. You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
don't have
nothing.
to go all the way like that. I'm just
It
saying.
happened. It happened. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You know, sharp turn. Shout out to the chat, man. We got a couple people in the chat, man. Shout out to them, man. Yeah, but it happens, man. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
It happened.
You know,
Yeah.
you got me over here thinking now. I'm like, damn, I remember that time right there. That was a good one. You know, shit.
Oh, shit. Some memories, huh?
Yeah, it went down a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Now that
Oh,
I'm looking back.
oh. There you
Mm.
go. I think when you get in that vibe, right? You get in that vibe and you have somebody there just showing off. Why not?
Mm.
Yep. And then I got the studio at my crib, so then you know it just changed all around. Then
There you
it, you
go.
know, God,
In
you know,
your
when you get that set up at the crib, you know, it's like
why not?
they want to do it. They want to get on the microphone, say a couple words. You throw them on a hook or something. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
what? Oh, you said you trying to get on the. You said you trying to get on the microphone game. You said you got a hook for. Hey,
Right,
check.
You know, they be over the crib chilling. They see the setup. Now they want to get on the microphone a little
right.
bit.
You
You
want to
got
spit
to
a verse?
Man,
do
you get some
that.
inspiration, throw some bars down, little.
And be
You
like, you
might
trying to
you,
spit
you
a
might
verse?
use it and you might not. You know what I'm saying?
You might not, most likely after that.
You
I know.
know, you might
No,
come.
we
I
can.
done came now. I will say this: I done came across a couple females that I dated in the past. They saw the setup at the crib. They done
Uh-huh.
start blow. They done start blowing. I'm like, God damn! Like I done discovered some good ass singers too. Like if you into music like I am, I'm gonna ask you. You know what I'm saying? Some people probably don't be can, but you never know. Your girl might can sing like hell. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I done came across a couple females that can sing for real. And we ain't even come here
That's
for
a,
that. You know what I'm saying? We went there, hey, it just happened.
It just
that's a
happened.
fact. That's a fact. I mean, you know, we gonna use it. Nah, you know, we gonna use it. Whatever
We're
we
gonna
get.
use the studio
You
as
gonna
an
come to the studio? Yeah, you gonna come to the studio?
Say
You
we
come
gonna
to
use.
we gonna use. Got this nice mic.
What girl did not want to go to the studio and hang out?
I got a mic. Yeah, I got a mic for you. You know what I'm saying?
You
Yeah, I
gotta
can put some shit together now. You know what I'm saying? I can make something out of nothing too now, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Put
You
auto
feel me?
tune on it, even if she can't sing now, you can make something like, you know, if you talented enough,
put on this mic,
put
baby.
something
That's all you
together.
have to do.
Yeah. See, yeah. You just
Now
told.
she coming over now. She want to write and shit. Now the next day she
No,
come over.
no,
Now
we gotta spend
she
time
think she
together.
get
Get on this mic.
she coming over with a pen and pad and shit, ready to write. Hold up, that was chilling. Supposed to be goddamn Netflix,
No.
Netflix and chilling. Now you want to get on the microphone for real? Hold up now.
You're supposed to
You got
freestyle
my
on
mind. Yeah, I'm
That was
thinking
yesterday, man. We was just playing. What you talking?
y'all funny as
Let
hell.
me stop, man.
Y'all funny as hell. Yeah, I'm
this.
just
You want to
saying.
spit on that mic.
That's what I'm saying. You trying to spit a verse real quick? Shit, yeah. You
Right.
gonna spit a.
Spit on,
You gonna use whatever takes you take. Yeah, take as many takes as you need. You feel me?
right. Practice
You know,
makes
punch
perfect.
times you need to punch
Oh
in.
man.
You feel me? I got auto tune on my shit too. We got fade. I cut the phase on this motherfucker. What you need? You hear me? Straight up.
Yeah,
I
go
got
ahead
everything
all
you need.
night so we get it right.
Shit, I got hella presets. You hear me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I got
Yeah.
Pro Tools on this bitch. Like what? I'm like, come on. That's what you know what I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
Hey, but I ain't never had that. Nobody cared enough like that to be like, I'm trying to make music with you or something. So I never really discovered no women that was
Right.
like no key artist that was a singer or something. Unfortunately,
Mm.
but most of them would see. Some was going straight to the studio with me all the time.
Right.
But it was just, oh, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, this what you do. But you know, they had their own things going on. But nobody
Right.
was like one of a person that was a homie of mine had that kind of situation. He
Hey,
his girl was, you know, wanted to sing, so she did some records with us. You know what I'm saying? But that's probably the closest I've been to that.
Prime example. If they look on my IG, you know that's one of the girls I found. Kuda Cash. If y'all look on my IG, you know the video with the girl in the studio and shit. My homegirl Kuda Cash. I found her. You know what I'm saying? Shit, probably like 10 years ago. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And she been flying ever since. So yeah,
Gosh.
I don't really post a lot of people music or other people on my Instagram, but she one of the ones because you know back in the day when I was doing the studio at my crib, she was one of the females came through. Wow, we created some magic, and you know I've been supporting her ever since. And to this day,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, we still got a good relationship. That's why she's still on my Instagram. So yeah, y'all out there go follow Kuda Cash. Tell her
Yeah,
Okay.
Trick
salute to
Happy
the
sent.
cash.
You might even get on the we definitely get on the live too one day for sure. She one of the
Okay.
ones. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, we need to do that. Get her. Yeah,
And what else happened in the studio?
yeah. Oh, you funny.
Hey, let me
You
tell you, but look here. I'm gonna tell you one thing about Kuda Cash though. Kuda Cash, I'm gonna tell you one of the reasons why we still cool to this day because we never took it to that next level.
There you go.
You know what
got
I'm
you.
saying? Like that's not like that rarely happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
her being so talented and how Magic was, you know what I'm saying, me trying to develop her. I developed her into what if you go to her Instagram right now, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I developed her into where she's at now. She's flying and doing her own thing. So our relationship is still cool to this day, you know what I'm saying, because we never took it to that next level. You know what I'm saying? We was always business and reaching for the same goal. And
Got you.
I helped her get to where she was at. So that's my little sis right there. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm
You
sure she
see on my
appreciates that too, because a lot of times, women, it's hard for women in that music industry because of that. A lot of guys want to go ahead and try to hook up with them and all this stuff, and it's like it makes the women be uncomfortable and not motivated to go ahead and push music out.
facts,
Yep.
facts, facts.
Mhm.
Look how long
You
it
know,
took for really women to go ahead and be in the music industry.
That's true.
and and guess what? Even the first song we did, bro. First song we did, bro. That shit was hard. It's on my YouTube channel, Trigger Happy 704. If you scroll all the way down, I got a song with Kuda Cash. It was the first song she recorded at my spot. I put on a fire ass track, and it was on from there. She was on fire. That session we did, it just did something to her, and she was like, it just made her feel like she could do it. So I'm gonna play that shit one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna grab it,
Mm,
send it to
Yeah,
y'all after the show and shit.
yeah,
got you. Hell yeah. I'm with that shit, man. We need to get, what I'm saying, some features or something going on too, man. We gotta get some
Facts.
shit popping. Let's get some shit rocking. Yeah, but like I said, man, salute to y'all, man. Like I never had that. That would have been real dope. Like I said,
I tell
he
you.
had a situation, and it's so, and like you said, it's that type of situation is so delicate. You had to
Fact.
maneuver so smooth with shit like that, like
Right.
Buddy used to get mad at me for like I was really the group engineer. You know what I'm saying? I'm recording everybody for real. I'm doing the mixing. I'm learning all this shit simultaneously because I'm going from one stage to the next stage in like a leap and a jump to a degree. You get what I'm saying? Learning
Mhm.
shit and doing shit at the same time. So
Fact.
niggas is somewhat dependent on me to do a lot of shit. So I'm
Mhm.
just doing what I'm doing. Buddy is learning as well. He's doing shit, so we are having the experience together. So he probably gonna be the person I need to go ahead and like record me when I'm recording. Because sometimes like I would prefer a
Right.
person to record me and not have to do everything. But like it's whatever. He knows the basic shit, so he learning this
Right.
shit too, like on a recording level. So this
Facts.
nigga mad at me because I'm recording and he like, no, bro, let me record her. I'm like, all right, bro, do your thing. I ain't arguing with you. Like it's like I don't care, but it's just like you gotta act like this kind of now because your girl is here. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas can't take pictures of you. Gotta look and watch and shit because it's your girl here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't do too much. You know what I'm saying? That's your girl. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of situation is it's delicate. And then like if other niggas come around, let's just say they wasn't dating, but she just was a girl we knew, but he liked her though or some shit. Other niggas come around, they trying to shoot they shot. That turn into a thing. Now that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sure, yeah, you know.
that type of situation. Yeah, you gotta maneuver real smooth in them hoes, like, cause it can get silly at some point. And then when the business get intertwined too, it'd be like So he barely brought her around because of that type of shit. Cause it was like, I don't know. It feel like it's an extra job. Like now you gotta. It's like you gotta watch your shorty while
Yeah,
you
you have
doing
to.
whatever. Like that's man. That's too
I mean,
much
that's
work.
a hard
Nigga.
thing because then, you know, it's like for myself, you know, being where I am, you know, I manage artists and I promote and all this stuff, you know, it's like I'm around with a lot of males. So it's kind of hard, you know, to really, you know, understand, especially in a relationship. It's like, how can you make them understand that this is what I do, you know, and
Mhm.
uh, especially
Right.
as a woman, you know, you have to make sure that they understand that you're taking it seriously, like just business, you know, and it's not about, oh, let me see if I could go ahead and hook up with her since she's trying to go ahead and get my connects or whatever else, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's the hard
Right.
part, you know.
Makes sense. I
Yeah.
get where you're going. With that. That's a big fact.
Yeah.
I I mean going. I mean, however you want to like how you handle a situation like that. You feel what I'm saying?
You just gotta
Like
handle
in a level.
it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean,
It
yeah.
is. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but you're gonna have to, you know, and then you have to make sure they feel comfortable. If not, then it's gonna be an issue,
Hmm.
you know. But
Everybody was, most of them was cool with the fact, what I'm saying, that what I'm saying, like I'm an artist, what I'm saying, or whatever. So they just like, oh, okay, cool, that's cool. They ain't really tripping about it. But
Mm-hmm.
outside of that, like I said, nobody really stepped in the realm with me to do anything, you know what I'm saying, like that. But them demos is, yeah, what I'm saying, you see Summer Walker and Buddy, that didn't work out too well. London, that didn't work out too well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other situations.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Where you gotta, yeah. I don't know why that don't work out like that. Those situations be weird. Sometimes they do though, I guess. Sometimes they do. But I mean, like you do got Jay and Beyonce, but hey, that's Jay and Beyonce, I guess. I don't know.
A lot of long distance relationships going on, man.
That too. You got that too. You got that too. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta wait a couple months for you see your boo. Y'all both on the road.
and then yeah, especially come on, it's like you can't be away from that person for so long. You want that affection. You need that.
Would
You need
you stay? Would you stay in a relationship? Remember, like when niggas was like doing the real world shit,
yeah.
the show.
Mhm.
So would
Kinda
you ever
hard.
stay in a situation? Yeah, like you. So would you let your girl go on real world and be like, yeah, go ahead and do that
I mean, yeah, oh,
because you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen.
What
I
you
mean,
asking me? You asking her? What?
I mean, everybody shit. Like, what would
Yeah,
you
my
do?
girl going on there. She going to get that bread.
There you go. There you
Yeah, yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you don't
yeah,
get to
yeah,
see her
There
yeah.
you
maybe
go.
with one of her
My
There,
roommates.
Charleston White voice. Yeah, 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 yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't
there
she
get
you
to
go.
see
going to get
her
that
with
bread.
her roommates.
Say what?
Yeah.
I said, what if she hooks up with her roommates?
Nah, ain't none of that going on.
Okay,
It's over. It's over. You better stay over there.
right. You better.
You come back to
See,
this house.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how I'm playing it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm
yeah. That's
saying?
a fact.
You
That's a
gotta be
fact.
ready to. You gonna be ready to leave if any bullshit happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you gonna be able to tolerate a lot, but ain't gonna be no motherfucking niggas touching you. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I mean, you might have to show a little lenience with the females. You know how they get. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really too much tripping, long as you ain't got damn cuffing ass and tongue kiss. I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
might
yeah.
compromise on the females, but ain't none of that shit going on with the males. And yeah, you got to be prepared to come home at the drop of a dime too.
Now I get you on that, and the stipulations will be set in place, right? But I'm also
That's
like you
fact.
said, man. I mean, I ain't saying this is where you gotta have a this is where you gotta have a stable put together. You feel what I'm saying? You send
Let's
somebody,
table
you feel me? You put somebody on the road and do some cross country, and that's all you would do with that, and then just have her bring nigga. Now that's what I would be on if you like you said, like if it was I don't know. Cause I mean you know what's gonna happen. My thing is she you know what I mean, she can't be somebody that's gonna blow up. You feel me?
I
And
mean,
then you know cause she what if she bring back a bag? You know what I'm saying? Even if she did have to do some shit to get the bag, what if she bring back a bag? The whole point is like, you know what I'm saying?
but you did
She plugged
for
you
the
with some nigga.
bag.
Yeah.
Like, what else would you do for the bag?
Yeah, now you flying. But that would be the discussion you have to have. Like for me, it's not gonna be my wife. So, but
definitely
at the
can't be your
same,
wife. I
but
mean,
if
you know, that's
if it's then hey, I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. I mean, definitely not your wife. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want to play them type of games just to be on some serious shit. Now, if you want
Right,
to be serious, definitely not your wife. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But you
right.
ain't, you know, if you gotta, like my boy say, you know what I'm saying, if you got a little stable, you dig. You know what I'm saying? You can
Right.
tell them, you know what I'm saying, whichever one it is, yeah. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Feel me?
But
And
hey,
hey, as simple would say, man, seduce and reduce a trick. Feel me? I would send her straight
and
there
that
to
be a
New York.
lot of them, that be the ones that be on them shows too. I mean,
Oh yeah, man.
to be real, if you want to be
They
real, they
already
be them on
yeah.
there.
That be that yeah. So that's what and they be like, yeah, go do that. Yeah, go do that. And they be with it
Mm-hmm.
because they know what's going on.
Yep.
I'll be one of them type of niggas. Like, oh yeah, do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
They
but
do the
not
best.
wifey though, not wifey.
Yeah, not
You
no,
know, we
not
ain't hurting
no,
for that shit.
not the wife. But like, yeah, you
Mm.
dig? Yeah, bring me back the paper. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying? That's why like I feel like a lot of like you'll be like, okay, obviously it's reality TV. It's not whatever anyway, right? But
Right.
growing up and shit, you even Flavor of Love and all these other shows, you'd be like, okay, well, why ain't Hoops with Flavor? Like, it's been a year and they're not together no more. Why? You know, you're not as a kid, you'd be like, what is it? Wait, like, I thought they was together. Or New York and the white nigga, they ain't together. I thought they was dating. That shit ain't real. But the
Motherfucker
whole
trying to
thing,
get on.
motherfuckers trying to get on. But I mean, like, I feel like there is an aspect of where they could actually do that, but they a lot of times it don't really work out. You know what I'm saying? Even when Flav was with the white, what was the Russian broad? What was her name? I can't remember her name. And she called him Poofy or something, or Poopy or some crazy shit. And he was like, "All right, yeah, we can roll with this." You know what I'm saying? They had a little demo going on. I think the shit was called Crazy in Love or some crazy shit
I think I know what you're talking about though. I know what you're talking about.
or some crazy
He done
shit.
had so many of them. He did how many he do? He did like 2, 3 or 4 of them, didn't
Flav was the king. Flav was the
He
king
was doing a few of those.
of these type of demos, man. He uncut. He put some of them on. He put some cold ones on.
he? Oh, that's a fact.
He put some
They got some
colds on.
clout. They got some clout.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
he
know
definitely. He,
who?
he
Delicious got clout.
that's the first one I was the
New
first one.
York got clout.
Yeah, but what is
Shit.
she even doing now? What is she doing now? Like
She's doing a show.
she got a show.
Oh no.
She got a show.
They do her different when she got a show.
She got a
Okay,
show. They're all doing.
like she always got a show. It do her different.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a few. He had a few nice ones on there too. Now let's don't
Like,
get it
he was.
twisted.
Yeah. He
Now you
was
know what I'm
like
He
saying.
had some. Yeah,
pimp
he had
right
some.
there. He
Yeah,
had all those girls.
Hoops was my Hoops was my favorite.
she was one of the ones, boy. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Yeah, she
Man,
definitely was.
back in the
Yeah,
day,
yeah. I might have to. I might have to give it to Hoops.
it do hit different. It do. Damn,
That's
that was
bad.
crazy.
That's a bad one.
That
That's a
yeah, that
bad
was.
one.
I
I
wonder
said,
how much
how much
having
he
all
got
those
paid?
girls in one house. Come on, you having all those girls. Come on,
Right,
he had a girl in his room every night.
And she can ball too. Phew.
right. She got that athleticism.
Yeah.
Right.
Put that to use.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Y'all silly. Nah, but hey,
He had a girl there every night in his room. Man.
That's what he was doing, man. I mean, but I mean, hey, man, I don't know how real. Again, this is reality TV we talking about.
Facts.
So I can't. I'm not gonna say and act like
He probably was peeling back a couple of them nights, man.
I
You
feel
know what
like
I'm
he was.
saying? I ain't
Oh, I
throwing
think
them
he
stacks
definitely.
around.
I think he
Throwing them
was.
stacks around,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. This is before the Cash App era. This is before Cash App.
Uh,
So it do hit different when you know what I'm saying. You down there wiring bitches cash. And nobody knows. No one knows. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Why?
So,
You feel me? It do hit different.
you
But
hey,
that's what it. Hey, this is before that time. So like, it
hey,
do hit different when you
yeah,
when shit, bro. It do hit different when the bitch walk in with a new bag and all the other bitches wonder why she got that bag. Where she get
facts.
this shit from? Because she didn't have it yesterday.
she sucked some
Yeah.
dick last night. That's what she did.
You know,
Where she get this bag for? Where she get these shoes from? Because
and
she
they
didn't have that
bragging the
shit.
next day. They bragging, yeah, I slept
Yeah,
in
they're
there
bragging
last
about
night.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We saw
They're
you
yeah.
go
bragging
up in there
about the
last night. You ain't come out till this morning.
Uh,
I mean, come on, girls will do it.
Flavor
Brag
Flav.
about it. And we got the money for it.
They say they trying to stay to the end, boy. Y'all getting cut too early, boy. I gotta stay to the end, get this clout, boy.
She
Yep.
said, "What I need to do." He said, "What it do?" It do
Right.
hit
What
different.
I gotta do? What that mouse gotta do to win?
Y'all funny as hell, man.
Yeah, man.
We'll put some
That
peanut
shit
butter
crazy.
on it.
And my thing was, man, I had to really understand, like I had to learn how that type of shit goes because you had like 100 of them, and it's like for me personally, I'm like he didn't look through all these 100 girls personally and say, yeah,
I
I like
know.
this one, I like this one. They picked these bitches, man,
Right.
specifically,
Yeah,
and
man. They
gave
got a
and
lot
put
of
the bitches on
videos
the
to
shit.
go through.
Yeah, he didn't do all that. So, that's another thing. So it's like with them picking these bras, are they giving them roles for real? Or are they just letting them? It just this is really like a thing where it just kind of happens.
I think they know. They gotta
What's
know what's going on. Come on, they know there's gonna be other women there. You know, they're gonna all be
right,
fighting for his love, and it's
right?
all about the money.
It could be a loose script there a little
A
bit. You know
loose,
what I'm
yeah. That's what
saying?
I. Cause you remember when Jock had the interview and he was talking about when he first was on Love and Hip Hop, the shorty just ran with some shit and was like, okay, why you got the clothes on 3 days in a row? What is you doing? And he was like, bitch, what is you talking about? Like in his head, he was like, what? And then he was like, oh, okay, let me just kind of. He's like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's because I'm doing this and that. He started going with it. I'm like, maybe that's it's kind of somewhat like improv. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
Like
a little
maybe that's
bit.
what they
You know
doing.
what I'm saying?
But
They set the scene up, and
set the scene, yeah, like the nigga set the scene up and all that. And I can see
because
that.
them drink throwing scenes be weird as hell. Like you could tell it's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro,
But they be
yeah, like
sitting down and shit.
yeah, like the basketball wives and shit. Like that should be crazy.
That's too much shit.
Yeah, man.
That should be crazy. I don't be watching that shit, but I do see like when the clips and shit would go viral, where the bitches would do this, whatever. I did used to see a lot of that, and that shit do hit different when they be acting a fucking fool.
I ain't gonna lie. I watched the one with the little female rappers and shit. That was a little ratchet right there, man. That was a little
Oh, now that's when I did catch
the female rappers and shit.
the bet that when they brought all the groups back together and shit.
Nah, it was Rennie Rucci. You know Rennie Rucci from South Carolina, the girl that was signed to the same label as Megan. What's the other girl name?
I know you talking about though. I know you talking. I
Yeah,
heard of
she
it.
on the show. Rennie Rucci on the
Oh,
show.
really? Oh, this something different. Okay, this
It's
something
some
different.
Atlanta rappers, some young rappers and shit, like some ratchet
Got you.
shit.
Got you. Okay, it was a show recently that just was. I don't know if it was MTV. It might have been VH1, but they brought all the old female groups together in like this house to make them do a
Mhm.
competition to see who would do the best songs and shit, or to make the best single or some shit like that.
Are you talking about the female singers?
Yeah, so they had Cherish on there. They had a lot of old man. Who else they have on there? I think they had like fuck. Um, I don't think Danny DeCane was on there. It was
It
it was
wasn't the
it
chick
was
from SWV on there.
SWV. Yeah, yeah,
One of
she was
them
on
or something.
there.
I think I remember
Uh,
seeing something though. It's been so
I think
many, man.
Shorty from Escape, I think, was on there. And it was a lot of, like, some of this shit could have been a little scripted for sure, but like it was real reasonable shit. Like I think they was arguing, about little shit like why they didn't go big, why this shit and all this
Mhm.
old shit coming up now. So they fighting about that shit. That shit was interesting. That's why I was
Right.
like, I thought you talking about that particular. I was like, oh yeah, I seen that. But
Few of
like yeah, it's a few of them. So I'm like, yeah, that shit was actually dope because I was wondering where a lot of them girls was, especially like Cherish. They was real, they was popular back in the day.
right.
You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? It was real popular back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And but that shit was interesting, man. You know what I'm saying? Seeing shorties. It wasn't about the nigga per se, but it was like it still is interesting to see how people get in them situations, man. Like,
Right.
do y'all watch the Zeus Network shit at all? What's the bitch
Man,
name?
what's the name? We just talking about it Friday night. Venus and then was talking about it in the Haunted Mansion, man, about Zeus. It's a new show on that they got on there now. She was talking about watching
I'm
a
gonna check that.
reality show.
I'll check that shit out. I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm
check
gonna
it out.
check it out too.
Uh-huh. I really want to see. I mean, that show Jocelyn got going on is dope. I want to check that out too. But the Blueface shit really would look good to me. I want to see that shit
That
because it's
shit
like
was
it's
bomb.
just it's like do you think they life is scripted, bro,
That is scripted right there.
or no?
It gotta be some loose scripting to that, setting up the scenes and shit. Like they can do a lot of ad libbing on these
Oh yeah,
shows. If you talented, that's what's gonna show your talent, man. You know
yeah.
what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You want that check, you better know how to ad lib this shit, make this shit good.
Anytime.
We'll set the scene up for you, but you're gonna have to goddamn give us something to work with now.
Mhm. It do hit different when you got to give a nigga something to work with. Oh, you,
Man,
you
my
Feel
gotta
me?
like fake your life. That shit hit different. That shit
You
hit
know.
different. Yeah, when you gotta fake your life. But hey, if it's for the bag, it's for the bag. I
Now I
mean,
ain't gonna lie to what's name, she be funny as hell. Little Scrappy, man. He
yeah,
getting good,
Scrappy,
he getting good at it, man.
Scrappy hilarious.
It
When he
still
was
look
on,
weird, but he done got good at it a little bit.
what was he on? Uh, not
Probably one of them
Drink
Atlanta
Champs.
ones.
Drink Champs.
Oh, you
Drink
talking about
Champs.
the interview?
Yeah, he was talking about his OG and shit. That shit was crazy because it's watching the show. It's like you just see the type of shit they got going on. So it's
Mhm.
like it's crazy, but then it's like maybe there's a other side to that. But he's like, no, this is how she is. That how she is, how you see it, that's how she is. She real. I'm like, damn, that shit was crazy because you don't see too much of the breakdowns of what going on in reality TV. That's why I was happy to see what Jock was he was so open and kind of gave a whole
Right.
rundown. That was
He
really,
good at
really,
that.
yeah. So that had me like, oh, so this shit is really like this. You feel me?
Mhm.
So the reality TV shit might not be always, what I'm saying, whatever, but it's probably like you said, yeah, it's probably some loose scripts, like you said, bro,
yeah, of
somewhere.
course, keep them
So,
going.
yeah, it's some loose scripts somewhere. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like so, I don't know, man. I just like to see, you know what I'm saying, like I don't know, like the real aspects of that shit, like through all the bullshit, cause like some shit really happens and niggas really be beefing and shit and fighting about shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, but outside the TV shit, it's certain shit that just looks like it's real. It's not fucking real. You know what I'm saying? Like, even just in the media. But the shit that's interesting is when all this shit just get real crazy and interesting about certain people, and it's like, the situation's
Mhm.
actually real. It's not staged. It's not nothing. Like niggas really beefing in something in real life or something.
Right.
These fights, like again, like even the fights, like I'm not gonna say. Do you feel like the fights be scripted, or you feel like
Oh
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I
Mm,
don't know,
I don't
man.
know. That's why I don't know if the fights is necessarily
Some of them
scripted,
are.
Yeah, I don't
and I
know,
don't know how
man.
this shit go, man. So we gotta talk to somebody who know how this shit go for real. Cause I honestly, shit, it looked like to me, like I said, it looked like to me the shit was all scripted for a lot of different shit, but you can't really tell because the way the shit is set up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Sometimes you can't really even tell what's real, what's not. But that's why, because it's designed that way. You know what I'm saying? So
Who still running? Is it Mona Scott? I know she run one of them.
Yep, Love and Hip Hop. Yep.
Yeah, I know she run one of them. Man, everybody be mad at her though, cause she the
because
creator of the show.
I guess that's why.
You know,
That could be why. Because niggas is weird, bro.
get this money.
Yeah, niggas is weird. They'll be mad at you because you doing something. You know what I'm saying? That they don't want you to do it. Or you good at doing the shit. Maybe she just has made a bunch of successful shows. And she kind of probably did exploit niggas to a degree, but everybody exploit niggas.
They all
getting
got
paid
money
for
out
it.
of it. They all got
Yeah, they getting paid for it. So they cool. If niggas ain't noticed,
Yeah.
niggas been exploiting themselves and ain't nobody batted, nobody cared before. Shit.
right.
So now all of a sudden the black women chose to do that shit. Fuck. So and you like it, I love it.
I guess.
Getting the bag. Some of these people, that's their last hope. So shit, they
Yeah,
ain't tripping.
man.
Right.
That's a fact.
That's all they have, and that's it. So
You feel what I'm saying?
Irva's about to go to OnlyFans. That's what they're all going there.
All them bitches, bro, has been on
Everybody's going to
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Everybody's going to OnlyFans.
right.
Oh
Like,
yeah, and I dropped a couple new pictures in the Discord, man. Jamie Foxworth. Y'all know who that is, don't you?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean she
Family
she
Matters,
look
huh?
good, man. She look good. Yeah, she look good, man. You know, she got a little lingerie, little sexy pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know she did a couple little videos, little pornos here and there. You ain't never
Oh,
watched
yeah.
them?
I think I actually have
I ain't gonna lie,
peeped
I
some
know I
shit.
did. I did.
Yeah, I think
I
you
had
know what
to.
it was. It was when I found because the thing was I didn't know until way late, obviously like way later. So then they was like, yeah, this child star went through this and that, and I'm like, who? And they said who it was. I was like, yeah, let me see what this about. So I had to see what it was about, and I was like, oh, I see what this is about. I was like, okay, I
Yeah,
see.
she took it there. She took it there.
I mean, maybe they're making it more out there
Yeah,
because it's a child star, and now she's doing
I,
all this.
I would have took it there too. I know what you're
I
saying.
don't know if she do it anymore, but you know, she still got, you know what I'm saying, the sexy pictures up and
For sure.
yeah.
Understandable.
But is there
I
something
know
wrong with that? That's the thing. Is there something wrong with that? Now that you're grown, you know you're grown now. You know stuff like that might happen.
That's
yeah,
a
the
fact.
old girl from the only what's that from Everybody Hates Chris? She got her OnlyFans, don't she?
I don't know.
The
She
little
might.
dark skinned chick.
She was
What's her
cutting.
name? The sister.
She was. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
she
know.
got some
She
pictures on
could.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
you
got
can
some
find
pics
some
though.
footage of her too. I don't know about hardcore, but you know, she got the, you know what I'm saying, the titties out, shit like that. So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, do it
coochie
different.
out.
Yeah, do it different when they live it like that for real.
That's almost everybody nowadays. It's all out there, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do
man,
it
money to
different.
be made, man. They catching that little side money, man. They
It's
ain't on
made.
the track, man. They getting off the track for some reason, man. They getting off the
Right.
track and they going on the
Yeah,
internet, man. They
The
that's
internet
what. Hey,
making that
it's
money.
crazy.
going on the internet, doctor. You know what I'm saying?
It's
What's
crazy
going
because
on, man?
I was just listening to this scream of Sinful talking about that shit. He was saying that shit. He was saying a lot of them niggas would say shit like they can't make no money on the track. He was like, because they ain't really been on it for real. They
That-
ain't really did that shit for real. He was saying the real niggas
Yeah.
know. The real niggas have done that shit for real and they really have made bread. These niggas, now that's why you feel me. Sharp had to go off on the one nigga, the big church nigga. Because he was like,
Yeah.
bro, you talk about this internet shit, bro. I really live this shit. Like, that's not what this shit is. Because I got bread, like, in every way possible. You doing this new shit. Like, this shit ain't nothing. So, you know,
It's
you know
making
what I'm
a
saying?
lot of money out there. Really, it really is. You know, the sex
Yeah,
industry.
These motherfuckers getting bread. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. They getting to some bread.
we
I
gonna
mean,
have to pull up
everybody
a clip
just
for real one day. We gonna have to pull up a clip of your boy one day, man.
Oh, come
About
on,
like a
man.
2-3 minute clip,
Come
analyze
on.
that thing, have
Come
some
on. For sure.
dialogue on it.
You,
thought.
R.I.P.
the,
man.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Like, RP to Simple, man.
Analyze that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like, cause
man, he spits
he
a
one of the
real
coldest,
game,
man.
man.
He
One of
one
the
of the coldest, man.
coldest to ever do it, man. I'm
One of
surprised
the
that
coldest,
Ty
man.
knew who this dude was, man.
Oh yeah,
You know
he
what
a
I'm saying?
Midwest. He Midwest. You know what I'm saying?
Cause
Like, come on.
I'm thinking like I done looked up on something on YouTube, like, yeah, nigga, I'm getting that real game. People just don't know what the hell I'm looking at right here. Like, I'm
Right.
thinking I'm the only one, but to find out Ty already know who he was and everybody knew who he was, like, game
Right.
recognized game, man. And he one of the
Facts,
coldest, man.
man. Like,
I ain't
one
gonna
of the
look at
coldest.
nobody like that if they ain't cold like that. I'm not gonna be watching them like that.
Bro,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
you
So when you
know,
mentioned them on stage one day, I was like, what? You talking about
I don't
simple?
even know how I even got.
We
I
was
don't
in the
even know how.
HAZ. We was in the HAZ. You know what I'm
We was at
saying? And,
HAZ.
it came
Yeah,
up somehow.
yeah. I don't remember how I even found the first video I found. This I don't even remember. You know what it was? It was right after the Megan Thee Stallion shit. It was right after Megan Thee Stallion and all that shit
That's
was
when you
going
got
on.
up on.
He got up on it. He got up on it, and he had me fucking rolling. I was sitting there cracking the fuck up. I'm like, this nigga's a fucking fool. I'm like,
Yeah, he was
what's
getting them. He was getting them other people too, man. That was a crazy little battle too. Doctor, not Doctor, but I think it's Doctor Sotomayor.
yeah, Tommy
Tommy
Ass.
Sotomayor. Yeah. Now
Tommy
that boy
Ass.
right there, that's a character
He's
too, man.
yeah, man. When Simple low key, he roasted his ass. That shit was hilarious. And then he
And
brought up the side. He
people
brought up the
tried to
side.
get Simple, man, but he always got up out of it, man. People tried to
Man,
low
come
blow
on,
him.
come on.
He had to do his analytics. He had to pull up shit and goddamn, he went to work
And
on
he did,
niggas, man,
and he did that shit by himself, damn near. You know what I'm
by
saying? I know he
himself,
had a
man.
team. I know he had a team that was working, with him, but he
Hmm.
did that shit from his own mind, bro.
And he was getting
Like,
that bread too. Like you can see that money going across the screen too. Now he was getting that. He was raking in that bread, man. I
a whole
sit on
lot
the
of
live.
noise.
I sit on the live and count at least about 400-500. You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me?
Within about 30-40 minutes.
Come
I'm
on,
like, he over here getting
whole lot of ones be the whole lot of nuns, bro. You know what I'm
it.
saying? That's what he would say with my broke
R.I.P.
ass.
man.
With my broke ass. That's a fact. That's a motherfucking fact,
Yeah,
man.
man.
We got to get some real representation on here too, man. And really talk that shit, so niggas know
That's
what is
a fact.
going on too, man. Because we need some real representation on here to really give that real image to the niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Certified nigga. But outside of that though, I mean, shit. Like, I feel like this whole side of the industry, man. Like, whether it's illegal or legal or whatever way you getting it, I like to give some certain respects to people, for whatever, for a lot of them are being brave to do the shit they do. That's why the question actually was posed on the internet, or I think it might have been X. It's called X now. I think it was on that shit. And I was looking at it, and the girl was saying, selling your body is not women empowerment and shit. And I was like, And I was like, I wonder what women think about shit like that. Do you feel like they're degrading themselves because they selling their body, or you feel like it is
Mm.
women empowerment? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because everybody has their own opinion. I mean, why would you go ahead and feel like you need to degrade them because they're selling their bodies? I mean, it's
Right.
it's like anything else. You're kind of giving yourself to go ahead and do a job so you get paid, so you could go ahead and basically take care of yourself or your family.
Right.
I mean, if that's something that you want to do, you got to realize again, the people that are gonna be negative, they don't feel the same way. They feel like you shouldn't be selling your body.
Right.
But I mean, again, it's something where why would they feel that way? Would they feel that way because their husbands are the ones that are paying for that stuff, or is it because you really feel like, well, that woman is doing it, so they might think, excuse me, they might think wrong of me as well as a woman. So
Right.
it
Yeah.
could be so many things.
Right. Right. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's definitely a good point.
You
I
know,
mean,
it's
it's good
something
to.
again. What if they couldn't? I mean, would you judge them because they're trying to make their money instead of not working at all, being an assistant or anything like that? I mean,
Mm.
what would you rather that what would you rather for them to do? To go ahead and take care of their family, or you want the government to take care of it? Because either way, you're gonna go ahead and say something. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think some of them are brave. You know what I'm saying? Not, I don't want to say some. I really all of them kind of are brave.
yeah,
Because it's certain thing. It's like some people would never just put their body out there. They
right.
could never live with that. They could never do it. Some people that's like niggas' worst fear. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
so especially if you're doing something intimate and doing it too, you know what I'm saying? It actually takes a real sense of bravery to a degree to do that shit. So that's why I be like, and even when you doing when you on the you know what I'm saying, you in the underground with it too on top of that, when
Right.
you doing you know what I'm saying? Like it is respect, you know what I'm saying, to people that you know what I'm saying that's out there doing what they gotta do type shit. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But I
I
but I
mean,
you know,
would you rather go ahead and have her doing that, or would you rather have her rob a bank? There's so many
you
things.
got that too.
You ro-
You got that too, I guess. I mean,
Right.
but I can't really speak on like I would rather not go like that's something I feel like you be that like that's why I asked you that because I personally feel like I respect whatever people doing and then I'm not gonna tell a bitch not to do something she want to do. You know what I'm saying? That she just gonna want to do anyway. So
Yeah,
give her,
unless you're
you know
gonna
what I'm
go ahead and
saying? Give
take care
her
of her, you're gonna take care of her financially then? So she don't have to
exactly.
worry about the
I'm not saying like I'm like yeah I want my whatever to be doing that, but at the same time, when it comes down to it, it's like it's a reflection of what that person wants or
Mm.
what they
right,
desire. Like that's what the lifestyle that they do. Whatever reason they want what they want, they have a plan. That's that
right,
they have to figure out if it works or not. At some point, I could tell people I don't think you this the type of life you should live, but they don't want to listen to me. So I'm gonna let them do what they gotta do. At some point, I can't force them, and that's some shit I have to. You gotta accept that now. Like some people just can't do that. But my
right,
thing is, you know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna be like, oh, that's not empowering to do this, whatever. I'm not a woman doing that shit. I can't tell you how I feel. You feel what
right.
I'm saying? So I can't tell you what's empowering to a woman or not. I can tell you what the results would be after she did whatever she did, and
I
you
mean,
can
and
tell
some
me if it's
women will
empowering
feel
or not.
like that is
Yeah,
empowerment, They will feel
yeah.
that way because they
You
feel
got
like
to.
they're able to make money off their bodies, they feel empowerment over it, or they have control on what they're doing. But then again, it's like, okay, you're thinking about that now, you want that fast money, but what's gonna happen in 10 years? Or
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
you wouldn't know what to do. You wouldn't have the other experience, and then people will look. They're frowned upon some people like that because, like you said, some women or just people in general, some people would not take that lightly. They don't like that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's why it was interesting. A lot of the people that was on there was saying like, "Yeah, man, it's very degrading, and it's this and it's that and it's that." And I understand that completely. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it was interesting to me because I didn't see nobody that was real, you know what I'm saying, that had enough in them, enough game to really deliver it properly. So I was like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I feel like whatever, if you can make money doing it, take care of yourself, and then actually level up, I would see that as empowerment. Whatever way you kind of had to do it, because that shit would empower you if you came from nothing or you came from not being able to have enough to actually having some shit, and you
Right.
did that all out your ass. I would have shit. I would feel powered. Like I
Right.
would get power from that.
Really, that
Shit.
situation came.
I'm just saying, like niggas can't do that. I can't wake up. I mean, some niggas is in that industry and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like niggas ain't waking up and just walking outside and getting gifts and shit. Women, that's how y'all get this shit because of
Right.
what y'all are to the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like y'all wake up and just get shit. The bitch literally wake up, take a picture, nigga. Like I pay you $50 for this. You know what I'm saying? You want this money?
That's all you
You
have
want
to
your
do.
like, whatever the case
And
may
in
be.
a way, it is empowerment because you do have that control. Because again, you can go ahead and get that. You can wake up and do that, and you'll find a man that will pay for it.
Do you know it's a bitch waking up somewhere or doing something somewhere, and she's saying to herself, "Damn, I got a phone bill due tomorrow. Let me send some
Yeah,
do this and that and get that money," and then she bet she get the money.
Yeah.
yeah,
How is that not empowering to know you got an avenue with you? Like you finessing some shit. That is empowering to me
Yeah.
personally. Because I mean, the grading is only it's subjective. Like some, people would think one thing is degrading, some people think it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
right.
that's a thin line. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
People think it's degrading, but then what if that person that's doing it don't feel like that? That's on them.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's like you don't know the situation. Again, it's
Right.
something where they're doing it because they like it or because they have to do it.
Some people really are on that, and that's why my whole thing is I don't want to be that person to judge them because of whatever. Like when we had that situation where we had that girl come in there, that room we had,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it wasn't. I wasn't trying to like discredit her for what her experiences may be, right? But I also wasn't. I'm not gonna sit here and allow you to come on here and degrade the other people who aren't associated with none of this bullshit you're talking about. And if it is any type of stains on their name, you know what I'm saying? They went through that. It's not for you to be bringing up some shit. You don't even know this nigga
Right.
right.
personally. You don't know this nigga. You don't come in on here and spew some shit about some, especially some. You know what I mean? A lot of these people are passed on. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So you gotta have respect when you come here talking about people living that lifestyle. Talking to me at least. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not on here talking about some little we are the world and unite all. None of that shit. You know what I'm
So,
saying? So
okay, the women that do this, okay, some people think it's degrading, but then what if you go out on a first date and the guy pays for everything, then you go home and you sleep with him? Isn't that degrading too? But you got fed.
yeah, it's just soft core tricking. It's little soft core tricking. I mean, he got his levels to it though. You got some extreme levels to that.
Yeah, there's levels to it.
So, nigga might come and pay your whole mortgage. If he coming like that, he coming like I'm paying this shit.
Right.
Hey, then I'm gonna say milk it because that's what niggas doing. That's what he on. He gonna do it anyway. If not, he gonna do it to another bitch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Might as well get your mortgage paid. So fuck it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I look at it the same way. Like, I mean, I'm not. I just not. I'm not going for the game. We can make some money together though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of shit. But like all the bullshits, no. Like that's why I don't respect people who even you chose the shit.
right.
And then to say, why was this, that, and the third? It's like, okay, talk about the bitch had this nigga name branded on her ass like a fucking cow.
Oh, yeah,
Like bitch, I said, okay, so she stood there like a fucking bull in the pasture and got branded. She stood there and did that.
Right.
yeah, that was crazy.
Knock it off, bruh. Knock it off. That bitch liked that shit. She was into that shit, and she knew what the fuck she was doing. You know what
Yeah,
the fuck a branding is, bitch. You're not illiterate. That bitch knew what the fuck was going on. Like, what are you talking
Exactly.
about? And when they showed the other bitch, and they said, this is what this bitch got. So you got to do this, and it's this, and it burns. It's a branding.
I,
Motherfuckers know what the fuck that is. So if she sit there and got that on her ass, then what you want me to cry tears of sorrow for her?
no.
The
yeah,
fuck?
that was wild.
Motherfuckers get, oh, they got this big ass. Yeah, you gotta have a big ass tattoo of me on you. Niggas told you that shit. You didn't say no, I'm not. You know what I mean? You didn't say okay, and then walk out that bitch. You feel me? That's all you had to do. Niggas, what he gonna do? Oh, he gonna try to find me, and then he
Stable,
gonna
right?
try to yeah, he gonna try to make me do whatever. It's like he can't make you do nothing.
Right.
He can't make you do anything. It's a lot of bitches that's conceal and carry. Pop this nigga. What you talking about? He can't make you do nothing. So that'd be my whole thing is just the whole goofy shit where it's just like, let's knock off all the goofy shit. You in the underworld. You definitely have pocket knives, tasers, all that shit ready to go for niggas, bro. I'm not going for this shit where it's like the nigga just held me down and made me get a tattoo on my face of his name. He made me do it. No, he didn't. You wanted to do the shit. Knock it
Right.
off. Knock it off. Like that's what made me. mad about that shit because I'm just like, no, y'all chose this shit like any other person that choose to live in the underworld. They know what's the fuck is going on in the underworld. It's the fucking underworld.
Facts.
Stop it. We know what the fuck is going on, man. You know, but I don't know. It like we're gonna have to get that going again, man. And get some real representation on here and have them. You know what I'm saying? Man, I wish I could find that bitch again because that'd be good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's shit going on in the underground world, but hey, like you said, you already know. You know what's going on.
You know what's going on, man. Come on, let's not even play with it. You know what I'm saying? But my God,
Definitely gonna get it popping.
I want everybody just to tune in to this show we got that's coming up this week, man. The young lady's name, what name is it? Princess Gemini, right?
Yeah, Princess Gemini that's coming in
Princess Gemini.
live this
Yeah.
Thursday. You guys make sure you guys tune in because it's gonna be a little wild, she does a few little things, she has written a book, she does the OnlyFans, she does a few, just different things. She has other women that she actually educated about these things too. So it'll be interesting. So make sure you guys tune in.
What?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
With that being said, though, damn, we've been on to almost 2 hours with just talking. You guys were interested in talking about all this other stuff.
Yeah, man.
Good topic, though. But yes, we're gonna
Salute
have
to
it on
everybody.
Thursday night. I think that'll be interesting.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
It's going down once
Boy,
again.
she's gonna bring some lingerie. She's gonna show some things. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I think
little
she
show.
said.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think she said she gonna get y'all gonna get it cracking. So we gonna see what's going
Just a
on.
little bit now.
Yeah. I see. I
There
see.
we
I
go.
see.
Let's go
Salute
for
to everybody that's
sure.
tuning in, man. Salute to everybody that's you know what
And
I'm
with that being said, I hope everybody has a good night. We had a good
saying.
discussion.
Come on, man.
You guys tune in this Thursday